Big Boss is watching. You may not know it, but your company could be keeping tabs on you, planting sensors in the lights, under your desk, or even in your badge. Companies who use such devices claim the goal is less about allowing employers to snoop on workers and more about efficiency and practicality. Sensors are often embedded in inconspicuous places like light fixtures. They detect motion and can track employees' behavior patterns, allowing a back-end system to adjust lighting and temperature accordingly, and thus save on energy. US employers are legally allowed to monitor the workplace, so long as they exclude the bathroom. And some bosses are fully utilizing that right. Employees at one company have sensors in their badges equipped with microphone and GPS to track physical and verbal interaction in the office. Soon, colleagues and higher-ups could forego emails and messaging, and instead use locators embedded in badges paired with an app to track specific individuals. On the bright side, data collected from these devices are anonymized. This means individual employees won't leave an electronic trail that would allow employers to eavesdrop. But that's what every company that tracks your data says. Do you trust them?
Say no to safe spaces on YouTube. Support TomoNews at patreon.com/TomoNews.
Keep watching for more sensor technology.
Daily Telegraph backtracks on workplace monitors. London's Daily Telegraph has removed workplace monitors from underneath journalists' desks just hours after news of their installation was published. The paper told staff in an email the sensors were installed to monitor energy usage, so it could reduce power costs. But Britain's National Union of Journalists hit out at the move, described as Big Brother-style surveillance in the newsroom. The battery-powered wireless Occupy sensors can be mounted on walls, ceilings, under chairs, or underneath desks. The firm behind the system says it is discreet and allows employers to redeploy sensors quickly and easily. The sensors are triggered by motion and heat. They record how a workspace is used and transfer the data to a receiver. Each receiver can handle data from more than 500 individual sensors. The receivers send data logs to the cloud. Employers can then access the data through a web browser to see exactly how much an individual workspace is used. The Telegraph removed the sensors after receiving negative feedback from staff about their deployment. In a note to staff, the paper said it would look at alternative ways to gather environmental sustainability data.
Pocket sensor tells users chemical makeup of almost everything. An Israeli company has developed a small molecular sensor that is able to read and analyze the chemical composition of daily objects, ranging from fruit to medicine. Skio is a pocket spectrometer developed by an Israeli company. When the sensor radiates near-infrared light on a particular object, billions of photons are emitted and make their way into the object's molecules. If a photon with matching energy hits the vibrating molecules, it will disappear. By analyzing the disappeared photons, the mini spectrometer can gauge the chemical configuration of objects. After a scan, the device sends the information to a database. The result will then be transmitted to the user's smartphone in real time. The device has a wealth of potential uses, including detecting hydrogen levels in plants and checking for substances such as date rape pills in a drink. The developers said the sensor will be more useful as time passes, as the developer is still building a database of objects.
Smartphones could become earthquake detectors. American scientists found sensors in smartphones and similar devices can be used to build earthquake early warning systems. Smartphones with GPS receivers can detect ground movement during an earthquake. They can be used to issue warnings for earthquakes with a magnitude of roughly 7 or greater. Only a tiny percentage of people in a given area is needed to contribute information from their smartphones to achieve crowdsourced early earthquake warnings. The scientists are planning to place several hundred smartphone-based sensors on buildings near fault lines in their next study in Chile.
Say no to safe spaces on YouTube. Support TomoNews at patreon.com/TomoNews.
Smart luggage could weigh itself and charge phones. A French luggage company is working on a connected suitcase with smart features that could include a fingerprint ID system as well as the ability to weigh itself. French luggage company Delcy is asking visitors to its site to vote on which features they want to see in its new intelligent suitcase, dubbed Luggage, which connects to smartphones via an app. Among the proposed features are a built-in weight sensor that would tell the user how much the luggage weighs via the app, a USB port that would allow the user to charge devices without an outlet, a check lock function that would notify the user whether the luggage has been opened, a fingerprint lock that would add an extra layer of protection when opening the app, and a function that would notify the user when the luggage is aboard a flight. Those interested can visit the company's website to review and vote for the functions they want to include in the final product.
Are school shooting alarms the answer to gun violence in schools? Christian Connors, CEO of Shooter Detection Systems, sure hopes they are. He'll make a fortune. Connors says his system can detect gunshots fired within 25 meters of a sensor. The sensors are equipped with 2 infrared cameras that look for a flash from the firearm. The sensors also have 2 microphones that listen for a loud blast. Only when both a flash and loud bang are detected does the system notify police and teachers of a shooting. It provides them with the exact location and a screenshot of the location where the shots were fired in the hopes of reducing response times and minimizing casualties.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
The manufacturer's website lists the average duration of a school shooting at 12.5 minutes and the average response time at 18 minutes. They claim that reducing response times and human errors will reduce casualties in future school shootings. Their device also ensures students are constantly reminded that their classmates might go psycho at any moment. But nothing to fear, kids. These guys are there to save you.